All right, B to the J. How you doing, bud?
Good, man. What's happening?
Not too much. I got two topics for you today.
Okay.
One, of course, fresh wound from Sunday's Browns game,
Oof, that was brutal.
and and usually like I'll kind of wait to do our summary with the sports show, but this was so freaking bad. Like I'm finally pissed off about our situation. We have such an investment in a quarterback, right? We invested money, we invested picks, like we really disadvantaged ourselves for this guy, and he did not play the role of a savior at all.
You knew this was going to be a dumpster fire when they signed him that contract. It's like it's the Browns. You know what I mean? It's like this is what we do as a team. You know, it's just it's not. Yeah, there was no good ending that could have come of the whole Deshaun Watson thing, you're seeing it play out now. Like he wasn't even the main problem yesterday. He wasn't good, but yeah, it's just all kinds of bad. Whether the team doesn't want to play for him or just the offensive line is just that beat. The offensive line is that beat up, but it's just it's ugly.
Yeah, I mean, I can okay, so like I can almost see like a guy hadn't played for a little while. He needed a couple games to kind of get back in some kind of rhythm. And you don't have any protections for him, so he's playing every down scared. But the overthrows, like it was bad on every level. I mean, towards the end of the game, it looked like he shook it off a little bit and he had some accuracy to his throws, but everything before that was absolute garbage.
It was terrible. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the deal with him is. It's like, but yeah, like there's times where he's so far off with what he's doing. He's not stepping into his throws or what he's doing mechanically. He's just wrong. But yeah, he looks completely uncomfortable back there. Even when he has time, he looks uncomfortable for the most part. But yeah, it's the Browns should be 0-3 because the Jaguars game, they look like crap during that game too. And yes, you get a win. The only reason you got to win because basically your defense and then the Jaguars are a dumpster fire too. So yeah, and then yesterday the Giants gave them pretty much every chance to go and win that game at the end of the game, and they couldn't do it.
Do you have any hope that we turn this season into anything?
No.
And like if we just go out into the market and bring in offensive, like six deep of offensive linemen,
No, it's
no
over.
chance.
It's over. It's the third game of the year, and yeah, I'm already jumping off the cliff with the Browns. Like we as Browns fans hope this year it's like, oh yeah, the Steelers are going to be the crappy team in the AFC North this year. And nope, that's not how it works in Cleveland. Yeah, no, it's going to be the Browns, unfortunately.
So let's just say we pluck Deshaun Watson and we send him down to Tampa Bay. Do you think Deshaun Watson looks like old Deshaun Watson with a proper offensive line?
Probably with our luck, yeah. That's how it works in Cleveland. You dump him out, but no, I mean he got his money and stuff in Cleveland. There's no reason for. I don't know. Like it just. I mean, he tried the second half of that game yesterday, but it's just he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the time to throw it. It's just the whole thing is kind of a dumpster fire. The Browns might, if the offensive line gets healthy, might start to, show some semblance of looking like a decent team later in the year, but through three games, man, it is bad through three games. I mean, there's just nothing. I mean, Myles Garrett's already looks like he is dead, and we're 3 games into the year. Like how, like one of the most in shape guys you've ever seen in your life, and it looks like he's like what they took him out on a cart yesterday, didn't they? Yep. So yeah, I mean, it's game 3. Like, I've got little hope, Joe. I think I've just resigned myself to the fact that we're gonna suck again this year.
All right, so let me roll out a hypothetical, and it's an uncomfortable hypothetical, but it's still a possibility. It's on the radar. Let's just say these off-the-field things creep up on Deshaun, and we get an out on his contract, and he's no longer the quarterback as a suspended person. Contract's dead, money's freed up, cap space is there. Now, Jameis Winston, like it's this almost like the same thing. Guy hasn't played in a little bit. He had a peak. He kind of came down off of that peak, and now we have him. Is he your primary if Deshaun Watson's out?
Well, he has to be, I think, right? I mean, what are your other options? You don't. He's kind of it. So,
or you'll kill DTR. He'll just be dead.
Yeah, I don't know about DTR yet. I mean, he might be something down the line. I wouldn't mind, seeing him a little bit more just to see what he's kind of able to do. But yeah, you'll go to Winston. I don't know that the team gets a whole lot better with Winston. I mean, maybe a little. It might be a little bit sort of steadier, but until that offensive line is healthy again and they get some semblance of a running game back, like it's just it's
now.
It's
do you think if Nick Chubb and David Njoku come back, that it makes any difference for that offense?
Not really. No. I mean, a little. I don't think Nick Chubb's going to be the same Nick Chubb. Like, I don't think you can have that injury twice like that and come back and still look the same. I think he's better than what we have, probably even him at 75% of what he was. He's still pretty good. But yeah, I'm skeptical whether or not he's going to be anywhere near what he was before he got injured again last year.
But I would like to see if it's really hopeless and there's not a lot of encouraging, possibilities there, that if they're going into a rebuilding, they're going to scrap the record. Who cares what happens? Take some of your practice field people. Maybe you discover some, diamonds in the rough and something that you can work on for next year. But I honestly, even if they spend every draft pick on offensive linemen, they'd still have holes everywhere on that team. Linebackers are good. Now your pass rush is crippled a little bit on that one side, and your safeties are doing amazing. Now defense really needs a little help, but man, it's all offense this next draft.
Yeah, no, the defense is all right. For the most part, other than just trying to stay healthy. But
dude, we're talking about draft on game 3.
Yeah, what's the Browns, and then watch what happens if they lose in Vegas next week. And Vegas looked horrid yesterday against Carolina. So you got two reeling teams, and because Vegas isn't right either. There's a disconnect there. I don't know if you saw the coach after the game yesterday saying he said something along the line of some players are making business decisions instead of whatever. Something I'm paraphrasing. I'm screwing this up, but he made it sound like he's going to start benching people that are probably getting big contracts because people aren't playing up to their ability, or so it's a dumpster fire there too. So. Yeah, I think that's going to be an ugly one. That's going to be an ugly one out in Vegas. I know a lot of people are going to that game, and I'm guessing they're all going to be pretty hammered.